Yeah, it's okay. You don't need to do that. Anyone has a demo today?
I'm looking to see if I can demo.
What was that you were about to demo last time and you could not?
Layout.
Okay. Is it that you want what you want to show today, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Layouts from Bertrand.
I have a
Zoltan.
question. I have a question for the group. I mean, it's something I could ask in the forums, but I just, can I ask now, or you want to do it later? Or?
We'll see if we answer.
Yeah, just, something we run into a lot at One Stop. We're multi-node, so every time we make a dashboard change, whether it be enabling a module or just changing a setting,
We'll not answer that.
it's just, I know there's so many dynamics to answering that question, but it's something that is like very frustrating for people that work here when they have to deal with the nodes being out of sync. And I just, and people want a solution. I don't really have a good answer besides recycling the app pools.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
One solution, but it will not apply to everyone, will be to find an automatic way to recycle every node automatically when you change something like that.
No, I know. I wrote a module. It's actually public. It's called Apper Starter that you can click a button. It will restart them all. But the problem is it's expensive in that it takes 30 seconds to spin it up, and it's just not.
And that's why maybe you don't want this solution, because you might want to do it one by one.
Yeah.
So that one is restarting and the other takes the load, and when it's
No, it does do that. The module I wrote, I'll paste it in the window. It has a pause. It'll wait between restarts for each nodes, which is like a crude way of kind of lagging them out over time. But that's not a good solution. Is restarting the app pool. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know if there is a magical solution here.
What, to restarting the app pool?
No, to just making all the nodes know about all the changes.
But sometimes the changes are just restart the app pool. So
well,
yeah, if you add a new blog on one node and then another node goes to display the blog, it should say, "Oh, let me pull all the blogs," and it'll pull the new one. But if you go into Settings General and make a setting change and hit Save, nodes won't know about it until they recycle. Really, that's the use case.
It depends on each setting. The standard site settings will work, but no, there can be a magical solution, because sometimes it's just a layout file which is new, and then you need to push the file to every node. If you're on Azure websites, you don't have to. If you're on your own farm, you have to. It's always specific to every installation.
Yeah, if you have a shared file system.
So we can't make all generic solutions,
yeah,
but we can explain for your specific case what is the best solution and what is your best solution, and we can't do anything in Orchard itself.
I think it's a problem with all CMSs with multi-node.
It's a general programming farm environment problem. So
yeah.
That's not Orchard specific. Yeah, if you use Orchard, we also have this issue because Orchard is not different.
Yeah.
And yeah, as I said, so many solutions for so many different cases.
Yeah, I mean, like the navigation that Piotr, for example, it uses memcached. So if you make a menu change, the other nodes will, get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like dashboard, typical Orchard content items won't.
Well, if you make a change in a content item, the other node will see it because it's just a database. Unless something is cached, and then...
Yeah. All right. I know it's a larger conversation. I know there's a lot of different pieces to it, but it's just something I run into every day. I have to deal with.
Okay. So Zoltan, any demo today?
No, sorry. What I wanted to do today is delayed a bit.
So, sorry, what?
I wanted to do a demo today, but it's delayed a bit.
Okay. No issue. Sika, I don't think you have anything to show.
No, not today. Soon.
Okay, we'll see. Then Antoine? No. Okay, so that will be just Bertrand today. Status. Okay, let me load my Git and share. Orchard. Share screen. Okay. Okay, when was it? A long time ago. Like this one, even before. No, maybe this one. 17, because then there was Christmas. Okay, let's start with this. Yeah, I think we stopped on this one, which was fixing the default value. And fixing the default page size. Okay, from Sipke. Then Daniel fixed a reference for the secure sockets layer in the Azure solution. Then then Antoine pushed some stuff, and the only remainings are just this work item, fix orphans widget in widget service. So if you're using Wondertext, you will see a weird error message on the widgets view because some widgets were orphan because the filter was wrong. So it just fixed that. It's a bug I introduced while I did the shift changes. Okay, small fix. Adding module unit test code generation command, so new type of generated code. Inline documentation. Publish and publish buttons in the media actions. From Sipke. Optimizations of terms retrieval for taxonomy. I don't know how much it helps, but I didn't see any bad thing with that, so it must be good. Same thing, another optimization. Oh no, virtual options to get terms for content item. Okay. Serialization support for integer 64 and long values here using the shift XML helper. This one was to add an optional HTML attributes set object, which I refactored right after by adding new overrides. Otherwise, I had an issue in my installation. It didn't find the default ones with the default values, so I just created new ones, and then it worked well. Same ID, but just separating the method. Bertrand fixing some AJAX request with SSL on the 17x branch on the SSL module. Piotr, who fixed some performance issues with the forms, custom forms. So apparently it was trying to load every custom form part content item just to get the types. It was weird. Maybe I'm missing something in the code I wrote, or maybe I didn't write it, but the new one seems better. Sipke fixed a weird usage of yield. So if you yield return something, it doesn't mean it returns from the function. It means, oh, the next one will be executed.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and because nobody used his activity, nobody saw this issue. And this is a branch. I had been working on since last meeting. I showed you last time the feature messaging branch, which the status was that there were some bugs. It was not taking the new shapes into account, and so lastly, it took me a lot of time to make it work because the shape table providers are only initialized on startup. And so when you create a new shape from the admin using a template, it will not discover the new shape because it needs the restart. So I had to change some, to make some notification or to add some new invalidation code to the shape table so that you can invalidate a shape table based on a custom signal, a volatile token, as in Orchard cache system. So now it works, and this morning I was deleting code, lots of code. You see, I'm deleting codes because some stuff don't make sense in the message queue. Like having different message queues, having priorities, there are concepts. So priorities are just integers now, and message queues are just one message queue. There is one message queue which is processed, and that's it. We don't need more message queues. So it's simplifying the code. So yeah, it's just refactoring what Sipke and Piotr have done, and I will push it soon. Well, it should be. It's just compiling now. I'm sure it doesn't work, but it will work soon. Okay, that's about it. Not so much from my side because actually I was not working on Orchard for the last 2 work weeks. I was working on another Microsoft project that you will know about, I think, by the end of the month. So I was helping another team, so I could not work a lot on Orchard. I'm sorry. I think that's the first time it happens on the Orchard project that I have to work on completely on something else.
It's not even Orchard related, so not an.
It's not even Orchard related. That's
Oh.
it's a completely another Azure project that they need help on, and they ask me. It's related to Orchard in the way that they are using some of my Orchard competencies to work on this. But well, that's interesting. We'll see. Well, I show you when it's released. I show you what it does in terms of how Orchard could leverage this, or how Orchard users could leverage this. That's interesting. You'll see soon. So that's why it took me some time, and also. I'm also still helping some internal Microsoft customers, different ones, interesting projects too, which took me some time. So yeah, I just was able to work on this branch not so long ago.
So how do we see the Microsoft resource stacking up then going forward? Is this gonna be a long-term thing, or?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
How do you see the long-term resource from Microsoft stacking up? Is this gonna?
Oh, it's the same thing. Be
Okay.
happy that I'm working full-time on this.
Okay, cool.
And it's been the same for 2 or 3 years now. 2 years.
Totally. I just wondered, that was all. I just and the messages that were in the window.
More people in Microsoft are using Orchard for sure, more and more people, and as their own product. Like you remember the Epiphany company that Microsoft bought 3 months ago. I talked about it. So they are a part of Azure now, and they are still using Orchard as their own tool that will ship someday on Azure. So it will be software as a service based on Orchard. They are not selling Orchard. When it's publicly available, I will show you, and maybe you will know before me because I have no news from them. I've just helped them to fix some bugs, and I've had their feedback from an Orchard perspective. So this is the only public thing that I can tell about Orchard users in Microsoft right now because it's public. But yes, more and more users, more big groups in Microsoft using Orchard. So when it's released, I'll show you and I'll talk about it. Right now, I can't. Okay. Any comment on the progress? What did I miss? The people have spoken about what? Dislike. What? The complete with client.
Was you not working on Orchard?
Oh yeah, but don't worry.
So that conversation that you're scrolling through is to do with, should the owner field be a drop-down or an autocomplete with client validation? Because at the moment, the owner field is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Oh, there should be validation. Well, there could be two. Client, server-side validation and maybe drop down or autocomplete. I don't know. Drop down, autocomplete. Drop down is not possible because there might be too many.
Yeah.
Autocomplete might be a solution.
Yeah, totally.
So the first phase is server-side validation. Second phase is autocomplete. Done. Okay? You agree?
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be empty too, because it might be anonymous. Okay, so just if someone does that.
Really?
Yes, it can be anonymous. Well, if you edit the content, well, yes, it can. For instance, a custom form.
You can't save a piece of content with the owner field empty.
Maybe that's, yeah, but if you create a custom form instance, you will see it's an anonymous value. It's empty value. So you can't save it as a user. You can't save it, okay, with an empty value as a user. Because if you save something, at least it's you.
Yep.
Okay. And if you have some specific permissions, you can even change the ownership. But you can't save it, I think, as anonymous. You can just create it from the API as anonymous. But from the UI, I'm not sure you can.
Okay.
Neat. Okay. Yeah, please reuse the stuff we use for the tags, the same script. It works. And okay, any other comment on the work, the past work? And okay, so this was the past work. Now the next steps for 1.7.3 or 1.8. So let me check, make a quick status check on the roadmap. Roadmap. Maybe the link somewhere. Document, because I'm always doing that. Roadmap. Feature roadmap. So migration to 4.5 is done. Push, nothing more to do. Upgrade MVC5 Web API 2 Razor 3. I assume it's done too. I don't see anything that we need to change. So done. Where is this? Because Web API has been migrated. It's using the new discovery methodology. Put back the list module, which, okay, done. Performance started, so almost done. We just need the migration to be done. Migration is kind of done, but it doesn't work, and it's not optimized. Yeah, but, well, all the code is here. It just happens that when you try to run it, it doesn't work, but it's almost done then. Integrate OWIN middleware. I think it will be postponed. There is a branch with that. It works, but it breaks some other unit tests. And I tried to fix them, and I was not able to with the time I spent on it. So I will postpone it because it's not necessary for 1.8. Nice to have. There is a branch with that, and maybe in the next version of our channel. Improve media middle. This media updates. Yes, it started. Jeff Ostmill has pushed a pull request, so that I have to review and include. Improved workflow module. I need to see a branch from Piotr. Okay, Piotr, got the message. A branch on 1.x. What is that?
Oh, was that 4 different calendars?
Oh yeah, but did we add it for 1.8?
I think Daniel Stoltz mentioned this.
So Daniel, is Daniel here?
No, he's not.
Okay, I think he did that. Yeah. Okay, so let's say started, because I haven't had any feedback from him. But yes, he started it. It's like the time zone, a way to be able to select different calendars. Messaging module almost done. I'm just refactoring, and then I will ask Sipke and Piotr to make the unit test work again, because actually it don't work. Templates module almost done also. It's a part of the same branch. And include, so we are almost done for almost everything on 1.8.
Hold on, somebody removed your
Oh,
session.
no, Bertrand, I noticed the same thing. On the window, there's a content stage and a QA.
right.
Click on content
Sorry.
stage. But also, someone's messing around with this because they turned off the IM window as well.
Brett is playing.
Right.
So I need to share again, or?
I can
No,
still
I
see
think you're
your-
fine.
You're good.
You can carry on.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying that we are almost done with almost everything. So once I've done these merges, I need to just check with Daniel about the calendar to fix the migrations and what's the one? And import. I'd like to import the media updates here from Jeff Altmill, but Omsted. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. But I need to check also the work he did. And this should be good for 1.8.
Are you learning a new language? Is that Spanish?
What?
No, someone else is presenting.
What's that language on your screen? Is that Spanish or something? Está presentando.
Someone else is presenting.
Oh, someone else is. Okay. Carry on.
I can see some banning in the near future.
With that? Someone is presenting and we don't know?
Yeah, making everybody a presenter is nice.
How do we know who is presenting?
Until
Hernan is presenting.
Hernan. Okay. Yes, I see.
please stop.
Okay, Don is an attendee now. Yeah, he's playing with Link. It's okay. We all go on this phase, you know. And I'm presenting again, but there is nothing more to show. So, yeah. So I'm just the main task now is to incorporate Jeff's pull request. And maybe also a bunch of other pull requests that we need to validate and that are pending, like 25 pull requests are waiting. Antoine tried to help on that before the holidays. He's just screwed everything, but it's okay. That happens too. And thanks to Git, I was able to revert. I was wondering if I should show how to include a pull request, but maybe I should just show it to the people who want to do it in Orchard and can do it, because there was a few mistakes in the past, and yeah, maybe I'll do that with Antoine and some others who want, and I will record the session and put it online just for people to see how to include a pull request. Yeah. Any question on the status and the next steps? And so, and if there is no big issue in 1.7.x that we discover, then we just ship. Oh, no, maybe we still want to ship 1.8 and a 1.7.3. Reason being that 1.8 might scare some people because there is a big migration steps, and maybe you just want to get some bug updates and take some more time to migrate to 1.8 from 1.7.3. Full version on the gallery will be 1.8, but we can still provide a 1.7.3 drop for the ones who just want to upgrade smoothly and not go to 1.8 path.
So that means that all the bug fixes should happen in 1.7x.
Yeah, that's I try to ensure that, and I recall people and I rebase things on 1.7x whenever I see something like that, like this. Let me check. You see 1.7x custom force performance fix, 1.7x SSL transition. 1.7. Well, you did. You see, so there are some new updates on 1.7x, definitely. Yep. Okay. Okay. No question. Demo, Bertrand?
Latest merge messed my web config. So, and okay, so I started opening the project when I joined the meeting, and now almost half an hour later, it just finished compiling. So that gives you the extent of
Did you
the
stop the
performance
malware,
problems I have.
service?
That, yeah, I need to profile the whole thing and see what IOs are happening. That shouldn't be happening. But Visual Studio is not responding right now. I'm taking dumps of all these things and sending them to the Visual Studio team because, yeah, it just doesn't work. So maybe in 5-10 minutes,
Okay.
I can show something.
Triaging. Some websites maybe. Let's do some websites first. These ones. I'm just showing you half of the website I know. I'm just doing all the time just half of them. So I'm sure I have something else for the meeting after. Where is it? This is this one? Okay, here. And let's open it. Same. Last one. This one. I assume you don't see. Dun, dun, dun. So now, who is on the phone now? This one. That's a nice meeting today. Interesting. Okay, start with this one. apospasma.gr. I think it's from the same guys who made parapolitica.gr. It's nice, lots of content again. StructureX.net. Healthcare services. Nice one, lots of content. Healthcare. Are you related to it, Nick?
No, not
Okay.
related to this one, I'm afraid.
This one is in the language I don't understand. Oh, China. Chinese. Simplified. L'ingestaquotidiano.it. Obviously it's Italian. Newspaper or something like that. Yes, newspaper. Interesting. This one was, I think, submitted by Sipke. So it's not, the front end is not using Orchard, but there's an article where they explain that they are using Orchard for some specific stuff. Maybe Sipke, you know more about this, or you worked with them?
Actually, I didn't work with them. I didn't know they weren't using Orchard. There was somebody who this.
For the backend, the content management system Orchard integrated with the rest. Oh, they are from Q42. The company, they have a bunch of modules on the gallery, on the Orchard gallery. So Q42. Do you know some people at Q42, Sipke?
No, it's a new name for me.
What? No way.
Are they
New
Dutch?
name. I think that. Do I say something bad if I say that Daniel Dabrowski is working for them? This link meeting is a joke today. I'll find the culprit. Q42. Can I look for that?
we need to work out what we're going to do with Q42 because it's a really useful module, but the guy doesn't support it, I don't think, anymore.
I think
This one?
you need 42M. The mini profiler. That's 42M.
Oh, the mini profiler. I think it did that too, no? Didn't they?
That's 42M.
42M, okay. 42M.
Well, anyway, Q42 DB translations, we need to think about taking ownership of because it's really good.
This one and and some other related to localization. I know we need to maybe next sprint we need to do something because it's on the list. Localization is on my 4 items list that need to be done before we stop our churn. Everything is done. Okay. Nothing interesting. So this website, but it's interesting. Museum. It seems a nice museum in Amsterdam. Okay, this one, gigmasters.com. Nice website. Event planner, event organization. TrueFit, yeah, they are very nice websites. TrueFit innovation. Wow, there are people. Nice website. Every time I'm just wondering, is it ready or shown? Yes, it's ready or shown. They should explain how they do their website. That would be interesting. To have some feedback from.
Oh, sorry, this is different side.
Yep. Bare nipples. Oh, nibbles, sorry. Bare nibbles. Meat bear, eat bear. Oh, let's eat bear. Interesting. And that's it. This one is made of chart, we know. Okay, nice website, nice set of websites. No. I think that's on purpose. Look, the B looks like a P inverted. So, you know this thing that you just.
Bear is a really big. That's a really big brand in the UK. Like,
yeah, and nipples too in the States. So that's why. Bare nipples, and not bare nibbles. I don't even know what a nibble is. Actually, what a nibble is it a word? Nibbles.
A small bite, Sebastian.
Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense for the website. Good, I like it. I'm learning every day. Yeah, we should do this meeting in French. So many people talking French. That wouldn't hurt. Okay, triage. Yeah, bear with me. Triage. Where is this one? Issues. We do still have only 1 rating for this version. It's a good one, but compared to the other versions, nobody is using it anymore. Issues. 5 minutes triage just to see if there are. Is anyone aware of a very important bug that I might have missed? Like security issue.
Not very important, but there are some relatively new issues with migrating from Windows 7 to Windows X. So the InfoSet migration, because it buys settings out and stuff like that.
Doesn't work. I know. That's what I said. Yeah, I know. So this is on my next step list. Yeah. So I said it's done, but it doesn't work. That's what you say. Migration is here, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And yep, I know. I also need to simplify the buttons and make only one button. Yeah, I have to try that. So if you see it, put it high and tag it for 100x, and so we won't miss it. Okay, let's do from the recent one, just to see if there is something we've missed during the holidays. Just a quick overview of the bug. So the widget layer link doesn't populate full. Man, I hate that feature. Link. So I'll try it later. I just want to go ugly URLs on page of Orchard site. Yes, this one. It's I see that. Yeah, no, it's just a bug in the cache module I must have introduced recently during last commit, so we need to fix that. And we can fix it in 17x. Active, high, and 17x. I've seen that. It's on a post. If you do a post, it will create this thing. But I think it happens on too many posts now. I don't know. I have to check. Settings when import export property down the tab.
Too. Sorry, this
this
R token. I've seen this on normal page loads too.
Yeah, it should be on post actually, and maybe that. Yeah, okay, I'll try that. So site settings want import export if properties are not of type string, bool, or integer. Well, everything should be a string, a boolean, or an integer, no? Okay, let's activate this. Active. Yep, let's do that. When recall with no, it should not. It should not. It should fail because it should not. So we should not fix the result of the issue, but the issue itself. So is there a repro here? So we'll look later. Definitely, it's an issue, but the issue is not that it should not crash. It's that there should not be a content type null. And we need a repro to see how you can get a content type null. Make background service execute background task asynchronously and in parallel. Yeah, and what else? Oh, you did that. Okay.
So yeah, it is something to discuss because it's not something trivial or simple to decide on.
Yeah, we have to check because maybe when you implement a background task, you don't expect it to be run in parallel. I don't know. Well, maybe. Let's see. Well, I look at the code later. I just want to see if I'm missing anything obvious here. Content picker does not allow users to be selected. Okay, later. Custom forms are published with empty data by non-users. What is that? I think we fixed it in 17x. I think Sipke did the fix.
We fixed something,
yeah.
But I don't think it was this issue.
Because here, no, yeah, they say it's published, and are published, and you fixed it. It's not more published.
Yeah.
So yes, let's say it's fixed. Resolved, and release 17x. Okay. Not displaying anything for your types. Media admin summary, not displaying anything for your types. Okay. Resize dependency media. Okay. For flow control, bad development practice. Yeah, maybe if you want to update that, Zoltan, go. Yeah, maybe this is where we used it because there was no other ways to do that. So if it's just for that, yeah, we just use. No, it's not just for that, but we just use yes, exceptions when there is no choice.
Well, no, but in some cases, you use exceptions to for was it performance?
Yes, exact. So when we discovered the templates and the file system in the views, trying to find a file is more expensive than just trying to open it.
Yeah.
And so that's for performance. I think there's a comment for that. So there are some specific locations where we use exceptions, but always for a purpose. Media library not processing SVG files. Okay, not important. No way to manually dispose transaction. Huh. That's wrong. Cancel. Transaction manager.cancel. No, isn't it? We use it everywhere.
Yeah, but that's not committing that's canceling the transaction.
No, because at the end of the request it will cancel it unless you start a new one right after and it say okay. Okay, not a very big issue. It can wait. Media library is empty if we delete a blob. Media library is empty if we delete a blob. Okay, maybe some check here, but not SQLite support. Interesting. We might want to discuss that later. SQL Server Compact doesn't seem to be receiving updates anymore. Is it still a product that we can download and use? And I don't know. Orchard Gallery throwing exceptions and loading modules. SQL C connection string. Yes, I agree. It might be an issue for some users, the 256 megabyte limits. Maybe there should be a way to define the connection string and not just use the empty string, so we can define the max value. But honestly, if you go over 256 megabytes for your SQL C database, I don't want to see how bad your website is behaving because it must be very, very, very slow. I've seen that happen if people had not provided some spam protection and just the database was filled with spam, command spam. Form submitted even if multiple custom form. Yeah, this is the same that I think fixed. We'll see that later. Duplicate assign items created by autocomplete. Okay.
Yeah, this is probably a misunderstanding from my part. While using the API, I constructed a query, and then listing the results yielded a different count than when invoking count. But of course, for part is not modifying the query; it's just processing the results and then filtering out any result that isn't.
I don't think so.
Part.
I think it will filter too.
Well.
Yeah, I think we should.
Oh no, we can't. Okay. Yeah. So we can filter because some parts don't have a record. So
exactly. Yeah.
If you wanted to filter, it would be like a If you want to filter, you need to make a join.
Yeah,
on the part
that's
record.
what I did.
Yeah.
I did join before account. So for my part, you can dispose of this ticket.
Yeah, or you do .query with the part as a type of the query, and this will filter too. Okay.
That works.
Changing layout, stop notifier error message working. If you remove the no. No. And then I think we reached the ones before the, yeah. So this one has been discussed, and we said yes to the enable button, I think. Yeah, and there's a pull request going on. The pull request has been pulled, but I unpulled it. So yeah, I work on that, on the pull request. Okay. Oof, oof, this has been oof. Okay, that's fine. There's been a long discussion about that. What was wrong with the what was wrong with the pull request? Not the pull request, but the pull itself. Yeah, it's okay. Done. It was just a quick triage, just to can come back. Anything else? Just warming up for the next year. Harvest, anyone? Harvest, so status of harvest, same as last time, actually. I see Elon talking. My bad. And everyone, we didn't do anything. I see Sipke smiling. No, you should be ashamed of you. Yeah, we have to work on that. We haven't talked with Ilan about that. He's been busy.
Wait, no.
He's done it. Okay, cool.
No. Shame on everyone. Not to put the blame on anyone, but Sebastian's been busy and was going to get some information internally because the plan has been to do it at the campus. And so, ideally, we needed to get some more information from internal services in terms of their willingness and capabilities and ability, in contrast to some of the other events they already have calendared.
This is it. Okay. How do I stop sharing? Stop sharing. I need to take some notes.
You cannot mute me.
No, but
I will not be stopped.
I need to take some notes. I have so many things. I need to take my next actions, otherwise I always forget. No. Okay, I need to go. Sorry, I'm taking notes. This is the next step. Yes, because we need to be aware of how much it will cost and have some feedback from people who have had the same experience as us on the Microsoft Campus to do that. Also, new information which has been talked about on the forums. So we want also to prevent any conflict with any other big conference that might happen in San Francisco around the same time. And I think some people talked about April for the Build conference in San Francisco. And I was talking about stuff that we can find on blogs. Oh, it's already public. Okay. And can you already... Yes, April 2nd to 4, San Francisco. So I'm sure Brett will go. So we don't want to mess up with that. But the fear would have been that it could have happened also on the Microsoft campus. So it would have been an issue. Now it's no more an issue for us. Okay, that's it. Okay, so next step, I need to get some more data from some guys here at Microsoft, at least to know when we can do it and how much it will cost and how much help we can get from them. Okay, that's about what we know from Harvest. And what is nice with Harvest is that we can decide to make it the week after and do it. Take plane tickets and you come. Any other question? keeps typing or waiting. Oh, okay, good. There will be one attendee. Cool. And myself. And Bertrand because he's local. 3. We are 3. And Sean too, wow. And the whole team from your company. Because you're so rich with your big customers that you can send everyone. Oh. Yeah. And how many seats you have, Brett, in your car? Because you don't pay for the gas, okay? To come to Seattle.
I think we can fit 5 easily, no problem.
Easily. But you take your wife, you can fit 6.
7 if you don't have any luggages, right?
Yeah, we got the frunk. You can sit in the trunk.
You know what?
Okay.
I fly to LA and I'd sit in the trunk, in the front.
Any serious question about Orchard while we are doing the meeting? No. Yeah. Okay. But I'm always about to finish it, so I do the refactoring and I push it.
Have we got any ideas of what we would like to do for 2.0?
2.0. Yes, I know exactly what we need for a 2. Well, to be able to reach the state of starting a 2.0. So, what's your question exactly?
I don't know. It was just a very high. It was
so let's say, well, this is
this
is a plan I have in mind, and that I can suggest to the committee. So there are, I think, 4 items of stuff we need to do for Orchard. Still, first is this. Well, when I say first, the first I have on my mind is this deployment thing that I've promised, and the second I have in mind is the audit tray module, where we can, it's kind of a more businessy log that no one can change, like an audit trail, and every module could depend on that to add more information to the audit trail, and we could filter on the audit trail based on users, based on categories, whatever, and also link the versioning to the audit trail. So when you go to a content item, you can say, oh, give me the audit trail for this content item, and you could see the versions and every modification you have. So this is the audit trail module, and this one is designed and just waiting for someone to take it. Localization is a big issue. We need more stuff by default in Orchard, and most of this stuff is on the gallery. So we just need to collaborate with the people from the gallery to incorporate their work. And yeah, we have 2 or 3 people who have done great things on that material on the gallery. And fourth is, let me check. I forgot. I know there are 4 points. Yes, layout, dynamic layout. So what Bertrand will be showing us, we need something like this. Okay, whether it's that or something else, we need a dynamic layout too. And that's all I think about for having something which, in my opinion, will be a complete CMS. We can always add some stuff, but we will have a solution for most of the things that we want for a CMS, and you need for a CMS. Fifth, so I'm adding new stuff. REST API. I need to finish this REST API too. So those are the ideas I have in mind that for the next steps. Maybe it will also spread across 2 or 3, I don't know, Orchard versions. We can do everything in a single Orchard, a big release, a big Orchard version, a 1.9, maybe there will be a 1.10. And in terms of 2.0, I have no idea what we could do for 2.0. The previous idea for 2.0 was the NoSQL database. It's half done with the shift. I don't know.
Is the shift still a branch off of 1x?
Nope,
or is
it's 1x.
It's 1x, okay.
I think that's why we're talking about releasing 1.7x as 1.73.
1.7x it will be 1.7.3. Yeah. We can still envision a Orchard 2.0 with a completely different data API. But yeah, we have to talk about it. So there is anything we. Okay. Okay, just talking about. Yeah, you can. Yes, So just to answer, Sean would say is, I would like to see Orchard position as a CMS plus an application engine. We have customers using it just as an application engine and not using the content item management, or just using the backend of the content item management, the content management system, and just using it for content management system and doing their own UI. So we have all the three usages: full CMS, just CMS as a backend, or just application engine. We see all the usages, and that's fine.
Like Orchard the framework?
Yes, I have big customers using Orchard just as a framework for their applications, not even the content management system itself. So I can't disclose the name. It's been used in production for more than 1 year. It's a big company, and I've asked them to disclose, and they're asking their marketing stuff, and marketing, there is a risk it's known badly, so no, we don't want to disclose. So I haven't heard about an update on the new site. I haven't had any update on the new site. I think Chris is not here, so I haven't seen anything on the forum thread either. Holidays, I will check on Jabber if he's here. Yes, new site and gallery. That's definitely the projects we want also to tackle in this year. Okay. So yeah, we're looking good, I think. Yeah, dashboard UI improvements. I think Antoine is working on it on his side project. We'll see if it goes somewhere. There's also, I think, sorry, it will go somewhere. We'll see how good it will be. It will be good. There's also a module for that on the gallery, but we will change. We'll work on the admin UI for sure. And also maybe someday we'll have a new default front-end theme. That's the main. So we got a busy 2013 year. So we got some stuff to do. Okay. Identity, Christian, what do you mean by identity? Identity in the way the new framework and integration with auth and everything. Okay, yeah, okay, yes, definitely. I have something working on a private branch based on Owin, as I've said before. So this will make it in the public branch definitely too. Yep.
Does that stuff obsolete my module?
Yes, this will. It will. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Well, we've done it so many times, and just for the best of everyone. No, your module is very fine, but it's just modules are here to sometimes to patch stuff which is missing in Orchard, and we know sometimes we want stuff in the core, and we decide to put it in the core, either as a module or as a big. There is a new system in ASP.NET that we can leverage, so let's use that. So if you want to do it, I'll give you my branch and you can do it.
No, it's okay.
And actually, when I did this work, I also looked at your code. So
no, it's fine. I don't mind my code being not.
I didn't choose anything from that. Don't worry. It was not worth it. 2.0 could have redone blog module with Stack Cloud 2. Yeah, let's talk. Yeah, we'll see after 2.0. Yeah, we might have some other ideas, like so many things to do. Yep. Nothing else. Last message, and we'll close meeting. Full-blown commerce, maybe commerce. Let's let Bertrand do stuff and Brett. Orchard. Orchard as a service. Very nice. Okay, well, let's stop here and talk to you next week. Have a good weekend. Thanks for joining us.
Bye
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.